Hey everybody, my name is Brian Peters and I am a wholesale real estate coach as well as a neurolinguistic programming coach. This is my first video. I do have some ad videos that I had running and everything, but this is my first real video to teach you how to flip real estate and how you can benefit from it in a great way and bank on it either as a side hustle or do it free, in your free time. One of the things you have to realize with real estate is that it's not something that's easy. It's not something that's handed to you. There's no real amount of AI that's going to do this for you. There is no point and click app that's going to do all the work for you. There's a lot of guys that have these apps, these different things that and let me say this um, as a caveat to that. I think that there is room for technology. I mean, I have a background in IT as well, and I love technology. I love working all the, with all the little gadgets and gadgets, the internet, et cetera, et cetera. I think it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun doing that. Uh, so one of the things that I want to say there is that there is some work that can be done in the app region. There is some point and click stuff, but really what my goal is to teach you how to flip real estate one step at a time and do it the real way, not really old school. It's a modern approach, but it's not using a lot of technology because a lot of technology just makes it easier in some aspects. But and really, in the truth of it all, it really comes down to human communication, and so that's where the NLP comes in, where I can teach you neuro-linguistic programming. Okay, so I can teach you that. We're going to offer coaching to you. If you have any questions though on the YouTube channel, you can certainly hit the comments. Please like and subscribe because this is a brand new channel. I've been on YouTube for many years. I've got a few other channels, but I believe this is going to be my future for the next 20 to 30 years. Is helping people do this gig. Basically, I call it a job, but it's really it's just a gig to actually help you get off the ground if you have hardly any money, if you have hardly any things going for you during this time. I'll be glad to help you. However, I'm not free. Um, I just want to tell you that straight up. I'm not a free coach. I'm not going to do this for free. I am going to answer questions for you. But one-on-one coaching or to join our private Facebook group, there is going to be a fee. I don't know really what that's going to be yet. Um, I don't want to charge too much money, but also know that our time is worth something. I've got a guy named by the name of Ben Bonita. He's going to be joining us in some of these videos and some of our podcasts. We're going to be starting a podcast, and we're going to be talking about real estate and how it can benefit you. So today, let me just talk about briefly introduce myself and how I came to be a real estate coach or came into real estate. So without going into too many details, basically in 2007, 2008, I barely had any money to pay for a printer. I basically had um, the money in my pocket. I had about a $20 bill in my pocket and I think $40 or $50 in the bank. And I had a brand new kid. She was on the way or just born when I figured this out. And it was pretty tough. It was pretty tough. And so I said, there has to be more than that. So what I did was I was doing one of these jobs on Force, or it was an online job, and I was going to print the work order out because back then you had to have a paper copy and sign it and everything. And I, and I was 500 pounds. Um, I could go on into all that. I'm massively super obese, and just barely skating by. I was just working with myself. It was just tough. It was just a tough go. So, um, so what I did is I just said, there's got to be an easier way to do this. There has to be um, a real way to make real money in this world. And I live in a small town. I don't live in a big town. Don't live in Atlanta or Orlando or New York or Chicago. I just live in a small town, and I saw this little book. It was by a lady by name Dwan Twyford, and it was called Pre-Foreclosure Short Sale Investing. And it's a little purple book. If you go to your library, you may be able to find it there. I'm actually in the middle of writing a book, so maybe we could talk about that too. But anyway, I saw this little book, went and did my job, and then I came straight home. Came straight home, and I read that book cover to cover. Um, and I followed that book from A to Z. I did exactly what they told me to do in that book. And within 30 days, I had my first deal under contract and closed, and I made over $25,000. And that was the beginning of this whole thing that I went down. Um, Learning NLP, learning how to do these things. And I keep saying because I'm searching for the next thing to say because I'm trying to become more comfortable doing this kind of work. Talking to a camera when there's really no one there, but there's going to be lots of people that see this video. So highlighting the importance of coaching. So basically, why do you need to be coached in real estate? I mean, don't you just get some contracts and grab some pen and paper and then go head out to the homeowner? Well, it's not that simple. To achieve real success, you need someone. You cannot do this alone. Kind of like in the Bible, it says, man shall not live by bread alone, but by the every word of God. Well, basically, we're not saying that we're going to go get God to tell us how to go flip real estate. We're gonna we're gonna find a mentor, and I'm your guy. Okay, I'm gonna help you with that. Why do you need, that? Well, there's certain things that you may be able to, you may be leaving money on the table. There may be things that you could do to make that money stretch. And we do have ways to help you. And I really want to help you. Um, so that's why you need a coach. You need a coach to tell you what the next step or outline the steps. You know, I'm sure Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, the great baseball greats all had, a hitting coach of some way or some shape or form. So you've got to learn how to do this, how to make that big swing and hit those grand slams for those 40, 50, 100, 200 bangers that we can teach you how to do. Okay, and what I mean by 200 banger, 100 banger, I mean $100,000, $200,000 that you can make on a single flip. It can be done. I can't promise results because we're not going to. I'm not going to promise results because it all depends on you. Okay. So why does it matter? We can actually give you personal guidance, give you personal strategies. We can go one-on-one with you and walk you through the deal and get you from A to Z and get you to the end result. And that's at the closing table with a check in your name or in your company's name, with, inside of a nice folder waiting for you to go deposit it into your bank. I don't have any past clients. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, yes, I have past clients when there isn't any. Okay. So, from straight up, that should tell you that, I'm going to treat you and tell you, the facts. All right. Okay. So I can tell you some more success stories. Basically, I've probably flipped over 200 houses with with folks that I've done deals with and by myself. We've actually done these deals in my local area and all over the country. We have actually flipped real estate. Okay. So my coaching covers negotiation tactics, how to analyze property, how to figure out what the property's worth, how to get the comparables, what is going to really make the value. Um, how do you get leads? How do you do those things? How do you get those people? How do you get the people under contract? How do you find the buyers? How do you find the sellers? How do you put those two worlds together? Sometimes without money. Sometimes you can put these deals together without actually closing with using any of your money. Love or hate Donald Trump, in his book, The Power of the Deal, or whatever the name of that book is. I'll have to make sure that I get my points straight for my next video, and I'll be sure to do that. The Art of the Deal. There we go. I knew it would come to me. I do this off the cuff. I have a small outline that I'm following to keep me kind of on track, but I kind of go down rabbit trails. I have ADHD. I don't know if you notice that or not, but in The Art of the Deal, he basically says that you need to use other people's money, and if you're using someone else's money to close the deal, as long as it's legal in your state, you can do it, and it's all ethical. You can do these things, and so we can show you how to do those things. Um, if you follow what I've done, I mean, I've made over several $1 million over a 15-year period. So we have been very successful, and so I'm finally going to be helping others do this, um, to um, help others, because that's what we have to do. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, tells us that if we provide service and enough service and good enough service and better service than the next guy, then there will be no end to the amount of service that you can provide, and then the benefits and the love will return. Love will return to you, because that's all really that's on my mind. I want to help you. I want to help you succeed and really actually make real money. And I did want to say this. I did see where there was some guys on some of these TikToks and Reels, Facebook Reels and things, where they're talking about, how, well, you're not going to pay me unless the deal closes. Well, if you want to waste your time with someone that's not going to, and I'm not bad mouthing nobody, I'm not trashing a single person. If that's how they want to do their business, that's it. This is America, and or this is the world now. World Wide Web, YouTube. Um, then so be it. If that's what you want, if that's what you think that certain someone's going to help you, then go for it. Okay, but that's why, if you want to waste your time with someone like that, or someone telling you that, then you can just, hit off of this video and go down to one of them, because I'm not one of those. Okay. I'm serious business, and we will do serious deals and make sure that you get these things done. We'll walk you through A to Z. All right. So we have to tailor each deal, because each state has different laws. Each deal has its own different, its own set of parameters. It's going to have its own set of people that you're going to deal with. You're going to have maybe a different closing attorney or title company. You're going to have a different appraiser, or a different set of real estate agents that are represented by the bank. You're going to have different banks. You're going to have different people. So it's a business that needs these kind of things to help you navigate these different things, because really and truly, each deal's different, and so you need someone that's done hundreds, like I have, and my friend Ben Benita has done. So um, we will give you some of the tools that you'll get. You'll get our expertise. You'll get some of our time. We will have a public Facebook group and a private Facebook group, and we will do all the things that we can in order to help you get achieve those goals. We're going to give you contracts to get you started. A lot of these contracts are generic. We're not going to be able to give you every contract for every single state. If there is an app out there that's offered by another guru that has the contract in it, I would question that contract. So I would, you're going to be in your local area. You don't need to be trying to flip 4 states over. You need to start where you're at, and start where you're at. Okay. And I'm going to show you how. I'm going to give you scripts for door knocking. And it's not just about scripts. I actually want to teach you how to make the scripts. I'm not just going to give you these scripts and say, go down the road. Now, we will do a little bit of that, but I really believe that what we're going to be doing with the things that I'll teach you is how to make those scripts, how to think on your feet using NLP. Because one of the major things that you've got to understand about NLP is that, and I'll get into this a little further on other videos, and maybe on our Facebook groups and different things. Maybe some of these coaching calls that we're going to do, live Q and A's basically is what they're going to be. What they work out to be. And we even have a way to if you have to do a short sale on a deal where the people are in foreclosure and they need a short sale done because their house is not worth on $100,000 house, if the house isn't worth 100,000 anymore because of repairs and other issues in the community, then it's going to drive that price down. We have a service we can offer you, or we can show you how to do that ourselves or yourself. Um, so the coaching process. So basically, what we're going to be doing is we will be doing online and offline coaching. Okay, we will give you a text number that you'll be able to talk to Ben or myself, and anyone else we may bring on board. We will do one-on-one sessions just like this, over Zoom or some kind of it doesn't matter what it is, Skype, some kind of way. We will be doing these groups like that, and we may even have small mastermind one on group sessions with several top-notch real estate people in this field. We're going to get in some people that is going to be serious. We have a whole set of people lined up that we're going to get for you, that's going to come in and give you some tips and tricks, and maybe we'll also be doing maybe a financial call on Saturdays where we're basically going to be telling you how to do things with your money. Once you've got that, big $24,000 check or 50,000 or 17 or whatever it happens to be, 8,000, 2,000, 98,000, whatever it's going to work out to be, your first deal, first couple of deals, we want to walk you through those things. Um, and we want to make sure that we help you with following up. We want to follow up with you. We want to hold you accountable to your goals. We want to make sure that you're going to go see 10. If your goal is to go see 10 homeowners today, then we're going to talk to you and be accountable for those goals. And we're going to hold your feet to the fire on those. And so we want to make sure that you're doing that, because without doing that, without consistent going to see these people and talking to people, you're never going to get plugged in. You're just going to basically wither and die on the vine. Um, so testimonials, I don't have anything that's set up right now for video snippets, quotes. We will gain those as we gain clients. I mean, that's just all I can tell you. We do have homeowners. Maybe we could bring a homeowner on or something like that we've helped in the past. But I don't have any clients to show you. Ben has some, and maybe we can get some of those lined up for you. Let's see. Let's basically get started. What I want you to do is click the link below. Okay, and that's going to get you started with the sign up. It'll get you a link to a webinar that we'll be doing closely in the future, or very soon in the future. I say closely, very soon in the future. That's going to assist you with kind of making your decision whether you want to do something with us, and we'll be giving you that link over an email. So it's going to be in the link. There'll be a link in the comments or in the description where you'll be able to click that link and go right to our site where you can put in your information, and we'll be getting back with you in a short amount of time. We have a small coaching website where we're not putting a lot of money into it until we see that there's going to be some real interest in our services. We know there's going to be. It's just that we want to make sure that we're not just spending thousands of dollars on because I'm tight. I don't know about you, but I'm I'm wound up tighter than a fiddle. Okay, so I want you to understand that. It doesn't look that great, but if you put in the information, we will get you some links to the webinar, and we'll get you squared away. All right. We want you to subscribe to this channel. It helps us out, get more of the word out. We want you to share this with your friends if you know anyone else that wants to join. We will be putting the links down in the comments section and in the description. And I just want to thank you for watching my video today. And I just want to let you know that whether you believe in this or not, but God loves you, and so do we here at the coaching, what I would call the coaching vertical. Okay, that's kind of what we're going for. We're going for a company maybe called Coaching Vertical. We're not sure what we're going to call it, but I do know that I am a coach, and we are going to help people navigate the coming real estate crash. So we wish to see you again, and please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks a lot. We appreciate it.